In September, we discussed the potential of silver forming a cup and handle pattern. Similar to what we observed with the gold at the end of 2023, we saw how gold performed for the whole year in 2024. And if silver can settle around here or even higher this year, establishing this formation, we should be able to see a rising trend of the silver in 2025. In this tutorial, we will discuss why silver may close higher towards the end of this year. I'm Kon Hao. My work in this channel is to study behavior science and finance, discover correlation between different markets, and uncover potential opportunities. Before we get into today's subject, please do take some time to read into the disclaimer. And why silver may close higher towards the end of the year to complete this cup and handle formation. It is because of open interest remain high at more than 100,000 contracts. And let's take a look here. That's what we saw. And its rollover into next year is also at its highest compared to the last 4 years. And before we study into this table, let me just explain what is open interest. Open interest is the total number of open or outstanding contracts in the futures or option markets. An increase of open interest, this indicates new money entering into the market, often strengthening the current trend. If we're seeing a decrease in the open interest, this suggests that the contracts are being closed, possibly signal a trend weakening. And let's look at the open interest being rolled over. And what we saw here, I would like to compare December to roll over to March next year. And we saw from the data from 2020 all the way to 2023, which was represented in all the other colors. The yellow is the current, where is the rollover from December this year, the December contract, and roll over to March next year. And what I'm seeing here that compare, which is represented in yellow, compared to the rest of the previous years, we could see that it is at the moment the highest among all. And what this indicates, it indicates that the new money entering the market often strengthen the current trend, which is uptrend at this point in time, and is roll over to March, which means that those that long in silver, highly likely they are rolling over to next year. And let's look at the technical charts here and how to manage it. And this is the monthly chart that we are seeing here, that the trend line that I usually love to draw first started with the trough, and then I mirror it on the top side. And why I use this reference point, if we're going to switch to the 12-month chart, which is the yearly chart, and this was one significant point here at the opening. And let me just switch back to the monthly chart, that you were able to see that first started with this uptrend, mirror this, and we got a very nice projection up to the recent all-time high, and before this correction that we saw after the US presidential election. And I believe that it's reacting very well, that silver is managing itself in this uptrend mode over the long term. And let's look at how we're going to manage it. And it's reacting on the top side, and it is also potentially reacting on my support line here. And I'm going to watch it very closely in the days to come. And if it is reactive means that it could be forming a bullish engulfing body or a hammer from here, I will know what to do next to get into a position. But however, if it broke below this trend line, maybe the next test will be here. My objective is that silver is still on uptrend, and I suspect that the closing will be above 33, 34 by the end of the year, forming this cup and handle formation. In our video at the beginning of this year, we discussed how silver has lagged behind gold. And based on the historical data, when silver starts to trend, its multiplier effect can be much greater than what we have already seen in gold. I will include the video below the description. We can not perfectly time the market, but it is possible to get the market timing right. The market are always telling us on their next move. Stay tuned for my coming tutorial. Remember to subscribe to my channel. Join us in our weekly case study and discussion. Click on my profile icon or description below to find out more. Feel free to leave any comments below. I love to exchange ideas with you on what is about to come. Really happy that you stayed through this tutorial. You have many great trading weeks ahead.